Hey guys, today I'm filming a really fun tag video called Repurchase, Reformulate, or Trash. This was created by BeautyWithEmilyFox. I will have her channel and her video linked down below. This is basically a makeup version of F, Marry, Kill, and I'm pretty sure Emily was inspired by some kind of tag video that had been going around the different booktube channels, and recently my friend Ami from AM Beauty Life did this video as well. So again, her channel and her video will be linked down below, and I was inspired by the two of them to do this because I thought it was so much fun, and because it's all hypothetical, then I feel like I can do it. If this was like real and you actually had to trash the things that you chose to trash, like it wouldn't happen. So basically giving you a rundown of the way this goes. So we wrote down different products from our collection on little slips of paper, and you were going to pull out 3 at a time. And then from those 3 products, you have to pick one that you would repurchase, one you would reformulate, and one that you would trash. And Ami and I specifically chose our Holy Grail products to make it even more challenging, but you don't necessarily have to. You can just pick different products from your collection. And I don't think you necessarily have to pick a certain amount. I picked 21 little slips, that way I can do 7 rounds of this, but you can have some extras in there as well. So you might have a few left over. You can do 5 rounds, 10 rounds, whatever you would like, but Ami chose 7 and I thought 7 sounded like a good amount here, and I'll try not to ramble. So I have all the products here so I can show them to you, and I just put my little slips of paper in this Sephora bag. Emily did the same thing, so I'm gonna shake it up, pull out 1, 2, and 3. So these products would be the Balm Mary Luminizer, Anastasia Modern Renaissance Palette, and MAC Warm Soul Blush. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I sort of thought about like, okay, there's some things here I think I'd be okay reformulating, but like the trash part will be the hardest. Like, it feels like I'm betraying my favorite products here by saying that I would trash them. And we are off to a difficult start because I want all of these things forever. So, I cannot think of what I would actually trash. Okay. Repurchase, I would pick the Balm Mary Luminizer. Packaging is gorgeous. This is my favorite highlighter, both in color and in formula. If I could only have one highlight, it would be this one. So I guess that's what I would repurchase. For reformulating, I guess I would pick the Modern Renaissance palette. This shade Tempura is a satin finish. I wish it was matte because I used it to set my eye primer. And I would probably take out my least favorite shades, which would be Antique Bronze, Warm Taupe, and Cypress Umber. And I would replace them with 3 shades on my personal wish list that I haven't purchased yet, but have shown up in several Anastasia palettes. Caramel or Caramel, however you say it, Sienna, and Morocco. I think those are really nice warm shades that would go with the red berries and these lighter warm tones here. So I would put those in instead of those 3 shades, and I think I would love this palette even more if I did that. So I feel okay with that answer. So I guess that means I would have to trash MAC Warm Soul. And part of the reason for that is because I'm very lucky I have the old packaging and the old formula. First off, I think the new packaging is hideous and I would not like to use it. It's hard to even get them open from what I've heard. And also the color is different. Samantha Ravendall had just done a video talking about this, and she said the MAC people will swear up and down to you that it is not different, but if you swatch the old and the new side by side, the shade is different. So for that reason, I would never be able to repurchase this and have the same product, and there's nothing I would like to change about it except that they kept it original. So I guess that means I would have to trash it, even though this is my favorite nude blush. But luckily this is all hypothetical, so that's what I would have to pick. Oh my gosh, that feels so awful to say. All right, next we have Benefit Hoola Bronzer, Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, and the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Okay. Oh my gosh. I wish it could be like repurchase, reformulate, reformulate instead of trash. Okay. I I guess if I had to trash something, I would trash Benefit Hoola, because even though I really love this, there are other bronzers I like just as much as this one. It's a really good color for my skin tone, a good formula, but I have other bronzers that I like just as much, so I guess I would trash that. I would repurchase the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I think this is amazing. I love the color Fair. It works so well for me to set my face. And I think that for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I would reformulate this. Yes, I would like it to be cheaper, of course, but I feel like this second tube I have of Fair is darker than my original tube of Fair. Like, I wish I had the old one to compare them, but I can tell you the old formula that I'm thinking of Fair looked basically white under my eyes. It was very bright, and this one looks darker even though it's still Fair. So that bothers me, and I wish it would go back to as light as it was. It still works well for me, but that's what I would reformulate. Also, like, I could kind of live without this big wand. I don't mind using it, but if it was a small wand, that would be okay too. But then if you had a small wand, it wouldn't be as big a packaging. Okay, now I feel like I want to change my mind. No, okay, I'm changing my mind. For the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, I would like to reformulate this, because this packaging, you cannot actually take out the sifter. It is stuck in there, like, it's like made that way. I have not figured out a way to take out the sifter to get out every last bit of product, so I feel like some is going to waste. So I would reformulate the packaging of this, and then I would just repurchase this concealer, because out of any concealer I've tried, this definitely gives the most coverage for me, and the shade does still work for me. And to be honest, I guess when I think about it, my original tube of Fair was actually too light for me, and this one works better, so I changed my mind really quick, but I feel okay with that. All right, next three. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, Urban Decay Naked Heat Palette. Oh my gosh, I hate this. Okay. I would reformulate the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I've talked about this several times, but the original bottle, 1W1 Bone, was much lighter and it was perfectly yellow. Also, it gave a lot more coverage and it was more matte. This new formula is not near as good, and I wish it went back to the old formula. So that's what should have happened in the first place. So I would love to do that. I wish I could make that one come true. And then, well, I feel like I have to keep the butter bronzer, because if I already went ahead and threw away my Benefit Hoola, this is my other favorite bronzer, so I guess that means I would repurchase the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I like the shade Bronzer. It is a nice neutral tone for me. I can use it to bronze or contour actually, so I would repurchase that one. And I guess that means that I would have to throw away the Urban Decay Naked Heat Palette, even though I really do love this. The colors are absolutely stunning. I love how many masks there are in here. I could have given you guys some things to reformulate, but like with the three that I chose, I felt like this just had to go. Double Wear is like my favorite foundation, even though it's not perfect, so I hate this. It is fun, but also it is sad. It is much more fun watching someone else do it. All right, next three. Maybelline Falsies Mascara, Dr. Brandt Pores No More Primer, and the MAC Patent Polish Lip Pencil. I would repurchase the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Primer. Now this is very expensive, but I don't want to like change the price on things. That doesn't seem that fair, because I wish every high-end product costs like a drugstore price. So this is something that I would repurchase. It's one of the best pore filling primers I've ever used. Then for reformulate, I would reformulate the Maybelline Falsies Mascara. I love the way it makes my lashes look, but I do get some smudging and transfer with that mascara. So I would like to keep the same great formula, but somehow make it transfer proof without being waterproof. You know what I'm saying? Just like some mascaras tend to smudge worse than others, and Maybelline is one of those. And I would unfortunately toss my MAC Patent Polish Lip Pencil. I really love these, but sometimes they can draw attention to dry patches on my lips, and I can get that gunky inner rim. So even though I love these, there are a lot of other lip products I have in my collection, so this would be the thing that I would trash. That one was a little easier. Okay, let's see what we got left here. Physicians Formula Liquid Liner, the eye booster, the Maybelline Color Tattoo and Badge to the Bronze, and the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. No, 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 I hate you. 3 drugstore staples. No! I would repurchase the Physicians Formula Eye Booster Liquid Liner. It is the best drugstore liquid liner I've ever used. Totally worth the money, especially if you can get it 40% off. It is a brush tip liquid liner pen. I would reformulate the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. Holy Grail touch-up powder, so I can't get rid of this. I would reformulate this to have more product, which Ami said as well, but also to have better packaging. I wish it was in a compact that, you know, like a lid that flipped up, because this is garbage, okay? This is very cheap packaging, not the best for taking on the go with you. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to have like a little area for a powder puff, but just a freaking lid that is attached. That is what I would like. So I would change the packaging on that one, add more product, and then I would unfortunately trash my Maybelline Color Tap. I can't even open it. Why does that not look like my Badge to the Bronze? I literally just repurchased the Maybelline Badge to the Bronze because they're on clearance at Target. I think Maybelline's getting rid of these. And you guys know I used one of these up in the past. I loved it. This does not look like the color back here. So, excuse me, neighbor. I'm gonna need to swatch this a little bit and maybe return it if the color is not the same. It looks kind of funny. So yeah, now that made it easier, I will get rid of this. Like, I have other cream bases that I really like, and that can go almost in real life. I'm not sure, but you'll find out soon. Okay, not as hard as I thought it was gonna be now. All right, got a couple more left. Laura Mercier Translucently Setting Powder, the Buxom Lip Gloss in Sandy, and the Hard Candy Glamoflague Foundation. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay, so I would repurchase the Hard Candy Glamoflague Foundation. You guys know how much I love the shade Porcelain as my foundation mixer. The consistency and the color is great. They don't have a perfect shade match that I can wear on its own, but for a mixer, it's perfect. I don't need to change anything about it. For Reformulate, I would choose my Buxom Plum Lip Polish in Sandy. It's an amazing peachy nude. I wish this was a little less sticky and had a little bit more opacity. And I can't believe I'm saying it, but that means I would trash the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. The e.l.f. HD Under Eye Setting Powder is not as good as this, but I can be fine using that for the rest of my life under my eyes. So I didn't think that's what I would go with, but I feel pretty confident with that choice. And this is our final round. There's only 3 little slips left. We have the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Aquarius, the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Blonde, and the Benefit Groove Proof Brow Pencil. Come on. So out of these 3 options, the easy one for me right now is Reformulate, my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Blonde. I love the brush. I love the color of this, but I wish it had the hold of the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. That one tends to hold my brows in place a little bit better than this one, so that's what I would choose. Then we have these 2. This is very hard. Like, I feel like a lip liner shouldn't be that important to me, but at the same time, this is my perfect nude. So I guess what I would do would be repurchase the ColourPop lip liner in Aquarius, and I would trash the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. Even though this is incredible, the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Pencil is a close second place to this. The formula is very similar and it does almost as good of a job for me. So because there is such a similar alternative, I guess I would trash this one. Oh, okay, we're done. This was still fun, but like I said, this is more fun watching someone else have to go through it than yourself. So I highly recommend you guys do this, especially if you challenge yourself and pick all your favorite products. And who knows, maybe this would be fun to do like all of your like most hated products. That might be fun too, but using all your Holy Grail products, it made it very challenging. Like I said, thank goodness this is hypothetical, but it is kind of fun thinking about reformulating products. Like for instance, I got really excited to think about my reformulated version of the Modern Renaissance palette. So this was a super fun tag video, and I'm really glad that Emily brought it over to the beauty community. So if you guys have done this in your channel, let me know, and I would love to tag you guys to do it. I would love to see your all's answers. If you don't make videos, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below, or what you guys can let me know is, out of my options that I showed you, what would you choose for each round? That would be pretty cool as well. So whatever you guys want to do, but I just think this is a fun video and I would love to see it from some more people. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.